How's it going, everybody? It's Stas here. Welcome back to another video. So in today's video, we're going to be doing a quick breakdown of the natural gas report, going over specific numbers from that report that came out 2 days ago. And I also want to share with you all my thoughts on DGAZ and UGAZ and do a technical breakdown on all of these different ETFs, ETNs, and futures that we always talk about and trade on this channel. And I also want to go over some weather here over the next couple of weeks that could definitely fluctuate the price of natural gas and thus fluctuating the price of DGAZ and UGAZ. So before we do get into this, all I ask from you is if you enjoy this video, simply go down below for me and hit that like button. Also, consider subscribing to the channel if you like what you see and you want to see further content like this. And if you want 2 free stocks from Webull valued up to $1,400, I actually have an affiliate link down below where if you deposit $100 into the account using my affiliate link, you'll get 2 free stocks, no strings attached, valued up to $1,400, which honestly, at the end of the day, guys, that is free money. And if you use my affiliate link, you're supporting me directly, the channel directly, and all of the free content that I'm putting out here for you guys pretty much on a day-to-day basis. So that link is down below in the description box. And without further ado, let's start breaking down natural gas very quickly before we do hop into my Safari tab and break down these specific numbers that came out 2 days ago on Thursday. And by the way, every Thursday, 10:30 a.m., unless it's a holiday, unless the markets are closed sometime that week, typically every day, every Thursday, that's when the report does end up coming out. So right now, we're looking at natural gas NGG20, which are the February futures here. And like we've been talking about in these videos over the past couple of weeks and months, natural gas has been downtrending, right? It's been downtrending very aggressively because, honestly, guys, the winter this year has been very mild. Production of natural gas has been high, and there hasn't been much demand for natural gas, which is why the price has been pushing down. But since my previous update video, which was last Saturday, you guys can see we've actually slowly started to break the downtrend here. We haven't broken it completely, but we're slowly, step by step, breaking out of the first step here. Actually, we've stepped out of multiple levels, being the EMA and that 50 SMA, being the light blue line and that green line, respectively, right? So these are good signs that we're slowly breaking out, but natural gas is still trending under the 180 SMA, which has also been a level of resistance over these past couple of weeks. And you can see in the title of the video, guys, DGAZ could be opening up a dip buy opportunity due to this, and we'll talk about that here in a couple of minutes. So overall, natural gas is still downtrending, but it's slowly starting to pop here, which is a decent sign for you guys, people out there, for people that are bullish. But me personally, like I mentioned in last week's video, any spike of natural gas that I'm seeing, I'm looking to short it. I'm looking to go long DGAZ, which is pretty much the same as shorting. Not the same, guys, but it's a bit less risky, in my opinion, than actually shorting it, right? So that is kind of the technical breakdown here of natural gas. Now, if we pull over here to the Safari tab, we can see exactly the numbers that were reported in Thursday's report. You guys can see in the East region, we saw a 15 BCF withdrawal. In the Midwest, we saw a 20 BCF withdrawal. In the Mountain region, we saw a 7 BCF withdrawal. In the Pacific region, we also saw a 7 BCF withdrawal. In the South Central, we actually saw a 4 BCF injection. In the Salt region, we saw a 10 BCF injection. Non-salt, we saw a 6 BCF withdrawal, which ended up being a net change from the previous week of a 44 BCF withdrawal. And honestly, guys, that was a pretty bearish report here for natural gas. And let me show you a screenshot right here of an article. I believe this was from FX Empire. So the report revealed, like I said, an inventory draw of 44 BCF. This came within, albeit on the lower end of, the trading range of -41 to -73 BCF and less than the consensus withdrawal estimate of -53 BCF. The draw of 44 BCF for the week ending January 3rd was seen as a very bearish move compared to the -91 BCF from a year ago and the 5-year average withdrawal of 169 BCF. Stockpiles now stand at 3148 BCF versus the 2627 BCF a year ago and the 5-year average of 3074 BCF. Stocks are now 521 BCF higher than last year and 74 BCF above the 5-year average. And that goes back to what I said a couple of minutes ago, guys. The production and the demand of natural gas compared to last year is much, much different. Like you guys saw, and you guys can see it down here, and like I mentioned just a couple seconds ago, we had a lot less natural gas in storage last year and a lot more demand, which is why we saw that massive, massive spike in the price of natural gas and why you guys saw such a ridiculous rally. So from that report, it's very bearish. So why, on the flip side, did natural gas end up rallying? You would think that this report comes out very bearish and then natural gas ends up dumping, right? But no, the flip side ended up happening. The report came out. Natural gas actually ended up going, let's take a look at this 5-day, 5-minute chart. Natural gas ended up going from, let's say, 212 all the way up to about 223, which ended up being a 5% move here, which is incredible, right? And in my opinion, this is really because we've actually been getting some news, some weather of a potential cold front coming here. And in particular here, the weather is expected to remain colder than normal on the West Coast and warmer than normal on the East Coast over the next 6 to 10 days. But that's not what ended up pushing this, in my opinion. What I think did is there is a chance that a ridge trough pattern is forming that will push cold air down from Canada, helping to drive natural gas prices higher. So we got some news there from that potential cold weather coming down from Canada, and the West right now, like I just mentioned, is a bit colder than normal, while the East Coast, where I'm at personally right now in New Jersey, is a lot warmer than normal. And I can attest to that, guys. I walked out of my house this morning and it's 60 degrees here, and I was like, wait a second. I was wearing my winter hat, my jacket. I didn't check the weather heading out this morning, and I was like, this is insane. It's so warm here, and it's just insane, guys. This is the warmest winter that I can remember personally from where I personally am right now in recent memory. So how are we going to trade this? Let's actually, no, before we talk about that, let's actually talk about some other weather here from natgasweather.com. Then we'll talk about how I'm personally looking to trade this. So from January 10th to the 16th, a strong cold shot will push down the plains, like we mentioned today, with a wintry mix and highs of only -10s to 30s for locally strong demand. However, ahead of the system over the south and east, temperatures will be much warmer than normal as highs reach the 70s to 80s for Texas, South, and Southeast. The West will see a mix of cool weather systems and mild breaks. Warm conditions will continue over the southern and eastern U.S. early next week, with cold over the Rockies and Plains, which will release across the Midwest late next week for increasing demand. Overall, low to very low demand through Tuesday, then increasing Wednesday through Thursday next week. So that's some weather there and some just news in general about kind of what's going on here, over the countries through the different regions and what's going on with Canada with cold weather potentially coming down from there. So how are we going to trade this, guys? Again, like I've mentioned in previous videos, I'm personally looking to short any rally here in natural gas. If natural gas rallies with the way this winter has been going, mild, and the outlook longer term is still supposed to be mild for my research, and hedge funds are still short on natural gas, right? All of these different things lead me to wanting to short this rally. I'm looking to short this rally, and you guys can see it's already starting to get rejected under that 180 SMA, which on a technical basis, that's telling us that we're not fully breaking out quite yet. Sure, if we were to break out of this level, the 180 SMA on the 4-hour chart, let's say we were to do that, and on a technical basis, that wouldn't be too good for the DGAZ shorts, right? It wouldn't be good for people looking to trade DGAZ. But again, I think that if we show any form of confirmation that we're looking to test, again, 215 to 218, which is that support level, and if we break that, that's going to be a good indication to go long DGAZ, in my opinion, right? And DGAZ is at a nice dip right now. We failed to break above 200, which I believe we talked about that level last week. We actually didn't break above it, but now we're slowly starting to dip. We actually already dipped from 200 all the way down to about $175 here, which did open roughly a 13% potential for profit. And the uptrend, if you guys see on the 30-day, 90-minute chart here, is still up, right? Uptrend is still up. It's still intact. We're at a higher low here. So, yeah, heading into Monday, I'm taking a look at the futures on Sunday. Very, very big here, guys. If the futures, going back to NG, G20, if these end up seeing any sort of gap down, if these do anything like this, right, any gap down heading into the morning of Monday's trading session, that is what I'm looking for. That's the signal, that's the confirmation for me to go buy DGAZ, and that's kind of how I'm looking at it at this point. So overall, guys, that is it for this video. Short, to the point. I'd love to know what you guys have to think about natural gas. Do you think it's going to rally from here? Do you think it's going to break out? Or do you think it's going to fall and you're looking to short it and play DGAZ like I personally am? I'd love to know what you guys have to think about that down below in the comments section. If you enjoyed this video, simply go down below for me and hit that like button. Also, consider subscribing to the channel if you want to see further content from me, and don't forget to claim your 2 free stocks valued up to $1,400 from Webull with a simple deposit of $100. That is linked down below in the description box. So I'll catch you all in the next video. Thanks again for watching. As always, peace out.